Hi, my name is Wayne Bryan. I'm the producing artistic director for Music Theater Wichita, and we are in rehearsals for West Side Story, the second production of our 2014 summer season. Before West Side Story, Broadway musicals had a singing chorus, a dancing chorus, and leading actors who could usually do one of those things. But after West Side Story, the expectations for young performers completely changed. This is a show about young people who are the leading characters, who all must sing well enough to deliver a score by Leonard Bernstein and Stephen Sondheim, who must all act well enough to do a modern-day Romeo and Juliet tale written by Arthur Lawrence, and who must dance incredibly to recreate the iconic choreography of Jerome Robbins. We're very excited to introduce to you some of the people working on this production here at Music Theater Wichita.
Well, I think Maria is she's an incredible woman. She sort of has this amazing journey. I mean, the show takes place over a couple of days, but she starts off as a girl that doesn't know anything about the world and ends up as a woman who is strong and knows what she wants and knows how to take charge of things. And so to be able to do that journey every night is so special. And she's really remarkable. She's smart, she's funny. She's come to New York from Puerto Rico. She's been here for a month. She hasn't seen anything. She's been completely sheltered by her family, and all of a sudden she sees this boy, and she knows that there's a difference between the gangs, that there's prejudice between them, but she doesn't care because she loves him, and she tries her best to find a way for them to overcome all of the obstacles that they have. And it's really incredible, you know, to see how the love that they have between them really carries her through and helps her be strong. You know, it's a show about teenagers. It's about teenagers sort of discovering themselves, trying to understand the world around them, really moving beyond what their parents have told them and really figuring out what it is they want, what they believe in. And it's first love, you know, everybody loves loves revisiting that, or you know, dreaming about what that will be like when it comes for them. And because the emotion is so real, it feels timeless that way. You know, it's something that everybody feels in their gut and in their heart. And I think that's why it appeals to people of all ages, to young people, to people all over the world. It's a really magical piece of theater when it's put together.
Tonight, it all began tonight. I saw you and the world went away.
I think oftentimes you see Tonys in West Side Story who are very soft around the edges and are smiley and have a pretty voice, and that's pretty much the end of it. And Mark Madama, the director, and I are working hard to make sure that it's authentically gritty, and that he did used to lead this gang, the Jets, before he handed the reins over to Riff. So that's an interesting aspect of it to explore that we're really trying to punch here. I think that it's a very relatable thing that people sort of sense that something is coming in their lives and that a big transition is about to take place. For me personally, I know that that's about to happen with the big move to New York. So at the beginning of the show, we see Tony, and he's excited about something that he's not quite able to put his finger on yet, and he ends up meeting Maria, who is the love of his life, and he knows almost instantly, and that ends up being that thing, and things sort of explode from there, and that's sort of where the story comes from.
Could be, who knows? There's something new any day. I will know right away, soon as it shows. It'd make him cannonballing down through the sky, gleaming its eye, bright as a rose.
Bernardo's a very passionate, strong, romantic man, I would say. Very strong character, strong-willed, passionate. I think is the perfect word for him. Yeah, he's very specific, Mark, and it's great. He's really hard on all of us, and I like that. He's really pushing us, and he talks all about intention. Like, what are we doing in this dance step? Every gesture has a meaning. We're, you know, gathering the rest of the sharks. We're looking out for something. He's really all about specific details that really add to the intention of what we're trying to do.
I have
done West Side Story, this will be my 5th time. First, it was at MTYP. I was Rosalia. Then it was at MTW. I was Margarita. And then at PCLO with Mark Esposito, I was Consuela. And then Broadway's West Side Story, I was Consuela. And then now, here again as Anita. Anita has been there longer than most of the Sharks, and she's introducing Maria to America right now and just trying to get her acclimated and used to everything. But she's definitely taking on the American ways and trying to leave behind Puerto Rico and all the bad times that she's had there. And she is very protective of Maria, and in her way, you know, is trying to get Bernardo to side with her, but they're so playful, and I love their relationship together. You know, they're fiery Latin. There's a lot of passion.
In this story, Riff is the leader of the gang, the Jets. And him and Tony, his best friend, sort of started the gang originally. And since then, he's sort of taken the primary leadership role because Tony's been preoccupied with other things. I definitely see him as someone who didn't maybe have the best home life, clearly. Tony's family has sort of brought him into his family. And because of that, he sort of has gathered other misfits, other kids who might not have the best home life, and created a community of their own where they have a place where they belong. They have their own family. They have their own lingo. They have streets that they feel confident and comfortable in. What makes it unique is just no other show really combines the dancing, singing, acting, and also fighting and the real grit that this show has. And I think that really appeals to people, being able to combine it all in a way that isn't cheesy, the show comes from the heart, and you feel that through every scene.
One of the things that's great about doing the show with the company is that all the company members get to be characters. They get to really stand up tall and not be afraid of the principles and not feel like they have to be in the background. That they're always encouraged that no matter what scene we're doing, if they're in it, it's their story. It's their life that we're telling about. And with so many other musicals, their job is to just be in the background and support the people are the principals and the people that are up front. And so to watch them blossom and to watch them start to feel that strength and to watch their body language change and to watch them start thinking, wow, this is about me. And to grow as actors, to grow as individuals, grow as performers. That's fun.
Okay, the first time I did the show was in 1980 in the revival West Side Story. Director was Jerome Robbins, was with Debbie Allen. I played one of the Sharks and understudy Chino in the show. And then from then I went on to do Jerome Robbins Broadway, which was a retrospective of Jerome Robbins' work, and we also did the whole suite of dances at that point as well. So worked with Jerry several times on it. Well, the one thing that I so much remember in Jerry's direction is he never spoke about dances and dance steps. He only spoke about intention. So he always approached his work as a choreographer as an actor. You know, steps, he hired dancers who knew how to dance, so he didn't have to explain that. So everything like in Cool, the pushing out of Cool, like trying to break through walls, you know, trying to stay nice and cool. Same thing in the Mambo, being sexy and tight and rhythmic. So I always approach it, and while I'm teaching it, as an actor's point of view, never really as a choreographer's point of view and just dance steps.